gives life meaning. Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see? Yeah. Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see? Yeah. Stop. Listen. Do you see the numbers too?
Hey everybody, back with a couple of Masonic media breakdowns to go through. Of course, a 70-second video, 1 minute 10. Of course, coronavirus equals 70. Of course, you got Boris Johnson there. As a quick reminder, you know, this is the type of stuff that they've been putting out. If you haven't gone through the coronavirus playlists, feel free. It's just unbelievable. They want you to fear your farts, fear the boogeyman, coronavirus. It's one thing to the next. It's just pandemonium, fear porn, anxiety, doom and gloom, depressed state, robots, in line, social distance, and all that type of stuff. Even though they say they are going to be bringing it down. But anyway, fart plumes, farts and poo plumes, excuse me, toilet plume and farts. Can't even take a fucking shit in the morning, mate. Without thinking 2-3 times. That's how they want you to be, you know. Shit. Can I even take one? Fucking hell. Of course, we had Leicester in the news today. Interestingly, we got the Leicester local lockdown equals 236. Population control 236. The Beast 66636. And today, what I clocked with Beyonce, he had was it 23 weeks and 6 days with one of their date durations. But it's interesting, when you follow it, you notice another aspect within your usual stuff. You will notice sometimes, like, just like this, you know, other batch of numbers in that particular bit of time, you know, for 2 months, and then, you know, you don't see it again, together with all the rest of the stuff, with different stories. Very interesting. Again, if you're new here, what we do is basically show you how ritualistically scheduled and rolled out the given reality is to us every single day by understanding the simple code and practice of Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words and phrases. And of course, when you understand this, you can truly see how the powers that shouldn't be manipulate, mock, and orchestrate the world as you know it. And of course, your perception of things, you know what I mean? Your emotion, all of that stuff. It is one big mind schism. And this is the cause of it. One of the main causes, definitely. One of the main causes is because of the spell that we are under. Again, dealing with language, dialect, linguistics. Of course, the old name for God is Tetragrammaton. Key part of that, of course, is grammar. Again, in the Bible, tainted by the you-know-whos to give that cause and effect of thought to manifestation through the people. You know, think about the stages of the Bible and look at what we're going through now. You know, and again, it falls through the ages. Understand the sorcery. And as I always say, you went to elementary school, but they didn't teach you anything about the elements, the alchemic nature of who you are, where you are, and the causality effect that you can have on it. So again, if you're going to incept the mind, the collective hive mind of the people, how it is, like, you know, in the style that it is, rather than, you know. But at the same time, one must understand, don't expect anything to change in that sense. The only thing you can try and do is yourself, and then hopefully send the extra ripple to those around you. And as far as it goes, you know, what I'm trying to say is, of course, you get good bugs and bad bugs, right? Nature isn't actually good or evil. Nature just is. So, you know, of course, things can, you know, have their time, and other things have their time, obviously. But the way this is going, I mean, wow. The way this is going, seeing the psychology of people, myself as well, especially from back earlier in age to what I am now, with thought process and focal pointing, rather than, you know, not understanding where to put a certain type of energy. I'll say it in that way. So here we have high alert: schools, hospitals and offices told to prepare for marauding terror attacks. Of course, marauding referring to I've got the screenshot up because it's not a word I come across all the time. What was it again? It was people that may steal and or cause like a terror type of attack towards other people. So again, on high alert. One thing to the next, man. High alert. Perfect. Government, president, White House, and terrorists, equals 52. Of course, the definition for government is, was it terrorizing by intimidation or something like that? Anyway, the other part of it, for those that don't know, government, break it down, and if you look it up, I'm sure in Latin and all that type of stuff, govern of the mind, governing your mental, yeah, so government, your mental, mentality, mind state of mind. On the end there, 155, coronavirus, 155, go figure. And of course, notorious 47. I mean, it's all notorious up there, it's all notorious. It's all fucking notorious. Marauding down here. Even 56 is creeping in, even though it's not coronavirus for the marauding, for what we're going on with right now. But interestingly, as I'm saying, look, we've got the 155 and 56, coronavirus, 155 and 56. And of course, 70 will be started with the 70-second video, 1 minute 10 with old Bojo. So anyway, authority, obey, agent, news, Trump, judge with gavel, time, beast, all equal 47. Of course, you get 1,440 minutes in a day. Both the sun and the moon both do the figure 8 in the sky. 360 times 4 equals 1,440. Again, it's called the analemma. If you didn't know what that was, you can see a time lapse that people do of it. Anyway, again, Back to the Future 88 time. Think about all the Trump references and 9/11. Of course, not only in that film, I mean, it's everywhere. Coronavirus stuff, everywhere. Real time, not too long ago, 10 years ago, and before 10 years, 60 years. I mean, 40 years. No, it is 60 years. It is 60. It is 60. Well, it's actually, is it 52? It might be 52. I think it's about 52. Basically, I'm thinking from 1968 to now, because of course coronavirus, the term was first termed. Came out with that term, excuse me, in 1968. As I said, that's been explained before. How many times? I think it's in the description bit that's under every video, so catch the rest. As I say, go through the videos, you hear it mentioned. Of course, check out Gematria Effect News, you'll definitely hear it mentioned. But I might as well just say it anyway. Of course, 1968, CIA got established. Wuhan equals 68. The term coronavirus, as I just mentioned, got, came out that year. Construction for Twin Towers began. What's his face? George Bush Jr., whatever his face is. Not the dad, the son. Graduated from Skull and Bones, Yale. And all that jazz. 9/11 became the national emergency code as well in 1968. AT&T made it the national emergency. And then, of course, it all coincides with Tisha B'Av and all that other stuff. And the trying to think of the name of the tower, but it's all Babylon. Again, baby London. Anyway, terrorist 53 government White House president. Again, the term terrorist first got mentioned way before 2001. Oh, and let me finish. As I got to 2001 anyway, I'll quickly say the terrorist bit and then I'll continue with the Wuhan up to coronavirus stuff. So, what is it, 142nd day of the year? August 11th. That was the first time they came out with the Al-Qaeda stuff to do with terrorists. Again, terrorist equals 142. Coronavirus 142. You see how it all just chains along? Again, think of the vision board, law of attraction, thought to manifestation. Again, through you if you don't want to wake up. So, coronavirus 65, terrorist 65. Again, from 2001 into when they deemed it pandemic worldwide was 11th of March. If you write out coronavirus pandemic, it equals 113. And of course, the Talmud, go figure. I might as well get the picture up. And actually, while I'm here, I'll do that first, then I'll do the 47 for anybody new. And then I'll continue with what I was saying. Now, actually, I'll finish off what I was saying, then I'll quickly explain this. So, coronavirus pandemic equals 113. Of course, that's 11, or it can be 11/3 for 11th of March. Again, that was the day that they deemed the coronavirus a pandemic worldwide. From that day, going back to 2001, 9/11, it's 222 months. Wuhan coronavirus equals trouble 2. Just like as above, so below. Just like order at chaos, which also equals 78, like Wuhan coronavirus. So, this passage that you can Google for yourself, or if you have the handbook, which I like to call it the handbook that they all use, the Talmud, in Baba Kamal 1138, it states, basically in a legal setting, if you want to be susceptible to your straw man and the lies and deception and deceit, they will treat you like cattle, poison you, chemtrail you, mock you, etc., etc. But no, the spells, right? So think about all the death numbers that go with, 83 and 38, 43, 34, 47, 115, 20 and 25, death time, RIP, cancel, destroy, execute, murder, found dead, drowned, again, execution, that's 44, kill 44. But I'm sure there's something couple there that actually do train along also. But even regardless, I'm sure kids are killing 47 and it might be 115, I can't remember. But anyway, just think about the pigeonholing of certain words, the frequency that's been built up from their intent, I mean, don't fret if, you know, your name equates to 83. You're going to pass over to the hereafter, obviously. And then, you know, incarnate elsewhere. More than likely, right? So, you know, don't have that type of doom and gloom on yourself when you start to understand this language and be like, oh, it's all demonic and stuff like that. No, again, how did you get here? Everything's magical. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Gematria. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Gematria. You know, understanding the realm dynamics, the nature of the, you know, where you live and how reality works to a huge degree. But obviously hold under scrutiny those with ill intent that want to mock you, take the piss out of you, your children, your loved ones, you know? Can't stress it enough, man. It's just, wow. So again, don't expect anything to change though. At the state that it is now, with no 2020 vision, on a mass scale, no unity, you know? In 2020, no 20 vision. Again, please do your best to wipe out the sleep gunk from your mind's eye. If you don't, again, that's on you. You know, if you like the circus, if you don't want to understand it, if you want to be, you know, everybody's wired different, you know what I mean? So, continuing the pigeonhole stuff. So, the 113, now note, in this passage, Baba Kamar 113a, when it's talking about the legal setting, they can have their way with you, blah, 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 blah. Now, of course, the Scottish Rite, the Freemasonry people, of course, they use it. The Jesuit order within the Catholic Church, of course, use it. The rest of the factions and contingencies like the Boule, the Black, Greek, Masonic orders and that, Alpha Phi Alpha, and Sigma Pi, Sigma, I can't remember all the flipping names. And even got the girl ones as well. Sororities and fraternities via the universities. A lot of nepotism as well going on. Anyway, so just look. Scottish for Scottish Rite Freemasonry, but anyway, Scottish 113, mainstream, dishonest, not true, not factual, bullshit, green screen, disinfo, not honest, infidelity, politics, clear to see, fiction, illusions, world war, drop the zero, inside job 113, and of course perjury. I'm sure Decepticons won as well, you know? So just think about that. Again, spelling, spells. Elementary school, alchemy. Time 47, foundation, framework, authority, president, government, White House, Christian, obey, judge. Time, gavel. Of course, the fourth prime is 7. Let me go back here. I want to show you a picture. That's the one. So in some cultures, the ones that we're speaking about, they do not say, all right, God. They deem it as some type of disrespect. So they use the hyphen there. And of course, the G and the D, right? 7-4. And of course, the fourth prime is 7. D's the fourth letter. G's the 7th letter. 7-4, 4-7. Again, playing God over you, Messiah, Jesus Christ, parables, English, occult, Lucifer, parables, Jesus Christ, occult, Gospels. I think I said that already. We're going to get the picture up anyway. Going to come to that in 1 second. So, what we call reality is in fact nothing more than a culturally sanctioned and linguistically reinforced hallucination. I can't tell you how much this still holds so much weight since the first time I found this meme. I said, my goodness. It's been holding up for a good 3 years. I swear down. Powerful. Powerful. Wow. Hold tight, Terence McKenna, the old psychonaut. How long has this video been going? Ooh, 20 minutes. Right, so Gematria, English, Jewish, Gospels, parables, cross, Messiah, Jesus Christ, Jesus, 74. Again, all the Tupac stuff and how they label. Again, look at Yeezy. Yeah? But Tupac might not have been maybe looking like the blatant Jesus type because of the whole Jesus. But understand, if you're new to this, if you go through the uploads or understand the practice and look into this stuff yourself, you will understand how ideologies and, you know, characters get stamped on specific people. Be it Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, again that equals 74, his last album, Machiavelli, I'm sure that equals 74. Last album, fucking hell, he was on a cross for fuck's sake. You know, fucking hell. Again, Kanye West, Jesus. Couldn't be any more clear. But not always, as I was just saying. Triple X Tentacion, all these type of characters. That's the Freemasonic compass and square. Pole star 47 time. Then you see that blue line going down the middle? Think of the sun and the moon on the left or the right, however you want to say it, you know what I mean? Again, it's the torus field that is tilted on its axis, not the plane, the flat plane that we walk on. Yes, there's bubbles and fucking, you know, the sea and shit, along with mountains and stuff, you know what I mean? Obviously. Again, not curveizing. Horizon. Horizontal. If it was fantastic, I wouldn't be talking about it. Trust me. It's not hard to see all their narcopath damage control as well, you know what I mean? The movies, the news, Elon Musk, for fuck's sake. They even had him on Iron Man. That was to condition the minds before the autonomous cars and the whole Neuralink talk. They want to hook you up and plug you into their matrix, boy, fully. Again, if there weren't no nefarious stuff, maybe I'll give it a shot. But obviously the organic matrix is there to be tapped into, and that's what they're blocking you from, to not, you know, to even try and comprehend, or whether you do it by yourself or have certain substances, obviously, you know, breath work, or do it by yourself, or have some, you know, some out there dream or something. So, alright, so let's get back to, should I save this? Oh, I feel like saving this. I really do. You know, I'm gonna save this, guys, and continue. So sorry, I may even hem the video together. Sorry, maybe still one video, but I want to save it.